Occupied. The insult of it.
It's more than insulting.
It's so... in the wound, and that is my purview.
I could have daggers in 100 necks by nightfall.
No doubt, but more necks would present themselves tomorrow.
I have other daggers.
Am I interrupting?
Forgive Thea. She gets testy when a contract is delayed.
Neither of you strike me as the bloodthirsty sort.
Our shared enemies deserve our worst.
You want help against the gods. We want Treviso free. We now think they may be the same problem. The occupation has a face. The Antam commander, Keith Lord butchered Dathrata. But Viago thinks killing him outright is short-sighted.
The Butcher took the city suspiciously fast. Removing him is useless if someone else can repeat that, with the help of gods or something else. Despite it being the outcome, assassination is not about killing, it's about sending a message.
And what message would that be?
The Crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
Sounds like you think the occupation wasn't just about force.
Cruel as the Butcher is, he didn't break the city with a siege. It was sudden and complete.
Like he had it all mapped. Where to march and what to close off to choke resistance.
He had inside information? Spies?
He had something.
And until we know what it was, killing him isn't the contract.
Butcher Dathrata. What do you know about him?
The Antam army fractured, split among warlords, and he seems to have kept the most traditional discipline. And the rank and file like it. His numbers keep growing, but the Butcher himself is odd.
Odd how?
He gives daily speeches about how the occupation is somehow merciful. And the way he talks, it's familiar. It's like he thinks he belongs here. And I won't have it.
The gods care about taking Treviso.
The Butcher wants Treviso. The gods may just want the Antam.
But Antam distrust magic and outright fear demons. They should be enemies.
Power can turn anyone against their own interests, their own people.
You're in charge. Antiva has a king.
And the power of a king is enforced by armies. Antiva has no army. It has the Crows.
There's a reason Antivan coins have portraits of guild leaders, not royalty. We're patriots. Crows can't field a battalion, but we protect our nation our way.
Helping the Crows helps everyone in the long run. What's the first step to your message?
We have a scout named Dareth. He said he was onto something the Butcher was hiding.
He was in the Drown district, so that's a place to start. Find our Crow and help with his contract.
Find your Crow, then what?
We break this occupation. We craft the message one step at a time.
And when we finally assassinate the person who leashed Treviso, that death will tell everyone. The Crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free. I've noted the location of Dareth and his cousin, Jacobus, in the Drown district. They're always together. Jacobus will be eager to help. Perhaps too eager for once
Hang on.
The
demon of Virantium, huh? And they called you that before the demon.
Ah, you don't have that enchanted barbed arrow in your quiver because you think it's pretty.
It is, though, isn't it? The red shimmer is the enfeebling magic, and the spike tip is designed to splinter inside the target.
Very nice.
I thought you'd like that. I really hope I don't have to use it, though. Cost me a lot of gold.
That's why you only have the one.
Well, I only need one. Especially from this close.
This is where Viargo told us to meet with Dareth, the crow investigating the butcher. His cousin Jacobus should be here too.
I know of them. The only two left of their family.
Banjovanta, I'm still going to work. They must know where I was and where I was going.
What gives them the right?
There's the place. Keep your eyes open. We may not be the only ones interested.
Ready when you are.
We've got... Don't worry. Tear and Viargo sent us.
You Draconis? Yes! Kill them! Kill the Anton! They killed Darren! They killed my cousin! They're weak on the left! Got them!
That's done. Are you Jacobus?
Dareth, my cousin. They... Please, you have to finish Dareth's contract. It's about the Butcher. My cousin was going to spy on the Butcher. He told me we'd pick up the contract from a dead drop. But then... someone has to finish this for Dareth. Please.
We will take care of it. Go back to the diamond.
I will, just give me a minute.
That note said Dareth should pick up the contract at the usual place across from Teir and Viago. Just follow the marks.
There will be a trail of marks left by previous crows. It will lead us right to it.
I saw something like that on a wall we passed earlier.
Let's go look.
A crow mark. Perfectly thrown.
That's gotta be Dareth's trail. Keep an eye out. Another mark this way.
Not even an army stops the Treviso market.
I've always loved market days, except for when they're occupied by Antam.
They had told me you were fearless. Threatening the demon of Virantium to his face certainly proves it.
You know, it's actually the opposite. I'm afraid of what you are.
I'm brutally honest. She didn't mention that part.
I've seen demons. I know how they can corrupt. I know it won't even be your fault if it happens. But I won't let someone else turn on my friends.
Here's another crow mark.
What was I talking about? I've seen demons. I know how they can corrupt. I know it won't even be your fault if it happens. But I won't let someone else turn on my friends. No matter how...
This is where the marks lead. Dareth's contract must be here somewhere. The Butcher is making poison. Kamek.
The poison that destroys your mind? That comic?
If I were the Butcher, it'd be a good way to keep people in line.
We cannot let the Butcher unleash this on Treviso.
He won't. The Antam brought in a Kamek master to mix the poison. He's at the garrison. We stop him there before this goes any further. Ground soon. Down. grip.
Trouble scouted.
The gods will have you.
To the right!
Everyone all right?
Got it!
I'll get ahead.
Here we go!
Get out of there!
Ready again! Get out of there!
Take them out, quick!
Close.
We're in. Let's find the Comic Master.
Crows fight us for Treviso, that is true. We respect the fight and
See that? Bad guys.
You cannot forbid the crows! They're at range!
Watch your back.
Ready to go again.
Now's your chance.
Still alive. I'm still alive. Got it.
an outsider. Time to test my gift. I have will made flesh, so much flesh. Finally, the fight the butcher tonight has come to me!
I'm here on behalf of the crows. Poisoner.
You face the gift of the gods!
It's done. The coming master's dead.
Good. That's good.
First things first, let's destroy the rest of the poison. Then we figure out what was going on here. That's the last of the poison, thankfully. Let's look for anything else that explains what's happening. Wait. This note says that wasn't all the Kamek. The Butcher's angry because some went missing.
What? Who stole it?
No idea. But the note does mention the Butcher's inside traitor. The occupation had help. Taya and Viago need to know they were right.
Are you out of your mind? I told you crows to stay out of this!
Out of what? Defending our home?
If we had a stronger civil government instead of a bunch of circus criminals, the Antam wouldn't have a foothold in the first place!
You're responsible for the city.
This is Governor Evenchi. They have concerns.
My concern is how you've endangered the city.
We're defending Antiva.
These protections are in place for the good of everyone. You act without oversight.
We crows are the oversight.
And yet, here we are, awash in Antam. And now, you've angered the Butcher.
We have other enemies too. The gods are involved, corrupting some Antam, making them monsters.
And the Butcher?
You two are right. He had help taking the city. Human traitors.
I didn't want to believe it. Killing the Butcher does nothing if someone could just sell us out again.
I'd start right here. You Talons are known for infighting and betrayal.
You're accusing them. One of their crows died for this contract.
That's enough. Rook, thank you for finishing that contract. The only reward we have is to ask you for more.
We're allies. Of course I'll help.
Evenchi is right about one thing. The Butcher will not like that we're fighting back.
We need to be ready. Rook, I will have every crow tracking this traitor and the gods, and we will send word when we find something.
The stakes are too high. This should be left to proper officials.
Go back to filing trade receipts, Evenchi. The crows rule Antiva.
And Treviso will be free. With or without you, Governor.
fires are lit.
You've been quiet?
I know. Just thinking. But I said we'd talk, didn't I? I heard a voice after we saved that man. It told me I was touched by the ancients and that I should seek it out. Seek her out.
Do you think this voice has answers about your magic?
She must! What if she's like me? Maybe that's why only I heard her. She said to look to those closest to the stone to locate her.
Meaning?
The children of the stone. Dwarves. Not surfacers like me, but the ones from the deep roads. Almost 10 years ago, a shaper from Orzammar bonded with a titan.
Titans. Ancients. You think it's related?
It would make sense, wouldn't it? Volta. That was the shaper's name. Maybe there are more like her down there.
You're going to drag me down to the deep roads?
I will absolutely drag you with me wherever I look for answers. I'll check with my contacts in Orzammar. The minute they give me a lead, we'll go.
It's a date.
A date?
I mean, a pre-arranged time and place for a specific activity. Unless you wanted it to be a date?
I, shouldn't get ahead of myself. Who knows if my contacts will have anything to say.
Right. Let me know.
Rook, Ilario sent word. He's got intel on Zara. He wants to meet up. Fancy a trip to Treviso?
Sounds like fun.
You ever talk to Jakob?
Almost there.
Come on. Ilario will meet us at Cafe Pietra. It's not that far from here. We have time before he arrives. I wouldn't mind looking around a while. The markets are running. Good. I need to get some things while we're here. Treviso. We barely had time to look around when we returned from the ossuary.
This place, does it feel very different?
In some ways, more than I expected. But then, perhaps it's me. Ah, here.
Everything here. A potted plant.
For Harding's garden. Spearmint is supposed to calm bad dreams. It's good in desserts, too.
Welcome.
So you and Ilario are cousins?
Yes, but we're more like brothers. Katarina took us both in, a long time ago now. Here's the place. Belara mentioned the daily seafood recipe she wants to make.
The demon of Virantium is grocery shopping for the team.
Have you seen what they eat? It's a miracle you didn't all starve before you hired me.
Left the queue to get away.
When we met, it didn't seem like Ilario and Katarina were close.
It was hard to be close to her, even for me. And I was her favorite. A good selection. Fresh fruit. Nev only eats fried fish. You'd think a detective would have discovered scurvy by now.
Is that everything on the list?
Yes, and Ilario should be here by now. Let's go before he gets himself in trouble.
You can't buy something for everyone but yourself. Here, this is for you.
A wyvern tooth dagger? I loved wyverns as a boy. Katarina would never let me have one of these, though. Cafe Pietra is just ahead.
That's where we're meeting your cousin. Why not the casino?
House Cantori has many talents. Making coffee is not one of them.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome.
Please. You think I'd ever pass up Cafe Pietra's coffee?
You see, Rook, my cousin is all stomach and no heart.
Don't mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself. They serve a specialty roast here, Andoral's breath. Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
You just described my dream cup of coffee. So, is there a reason we're not talking about Ilario's information or what?
We're still being spied on.
No, the last one just left. Couldn't take your coffee talk.
So, you have something?
The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Varantium.
I have a friend who's very good at finding people.
Katerina was first Talon. This is crow business. We can handle it.
Apparently not. Your lead is no good, cousin.
You have better information?
We're compromised. There's no other way Zara could even touch Katerina. You need your eyes here, in Antiva.
Zara would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood.
Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here.
Rook, reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid.
I am not paranoid. She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave this to me.
He's gone.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
Zara's not going to get Ilario, and she's not getting away with anything she's done. I promise.
Don't promise. But thank you.
Bitter and sweet, you called that blend? Like a kiss goodbye. So, what would a first kiss be?
Honey and lavender cream. Sweet. Intriguing. And you? How would you describe it?
Every kiss is different.
Sometimes a unique pleasure should be just that.
That sounds like the voice of experience.
I've always thought that to live truly is to live fully. But even before I was captured, my life was not really my own. So much had been determined for me.
Being grandson to the first Talon must come with a lot of baggage.
And when I proved I could carry it, the expectations only grew.
It can't have been easy, but it's forged a man of strength and principle. That's no bad thing.
Not when I hear that from you. How's your coffee?
Dark, complex, and intriguing. Ready to head back to the lighthouse?
Almost. Best play. have control. Get ready.
Get ready.
Now's your chance!
Good work.
Since when do the Antam fight alongside undead?
No principles are sacred when gods demand a quick conquest.
work, everyone.
Behind you!
Clear.
How did you get so good at fixing alluvians?
Rook, do you have a minute?
Of course. Something wrong?
Thea wants to meet.
That doesn't sound like a bad thing.
She wants to plan Katerina's funeral.
Oh. Right.
If you don't mind, I could use some backup. In case Spite gets out of hand.
Let's not keep Taya waiting.